from Virginia Tech. 165 with 5 NCAA qualifiers.
This is a very competitive weight class in the ACC. Could see 6 guys from this weight ending up at the tournament, even with 5 allocations.
The winner of this match will face the #1 seed, Hunter Garvin, out of Stanford.
Keslar came up from 157 last year. He really likes to work off an underhook. Mac Church from Virginia Tech, 2-time Pennsylvania State champion. He likes to work from the open. He's tough on top. He's had kind of an up and down year for the Hokies, but turning it on at the end of the season.
Yeah, you mentioned Church with those 2 Pennsylvania State titles. Kessler's got one as well in the state of Pennsylvania.
These 2 guys, that background, as we talked about, Keith Gavin, keeping those guys in Pennsylvania close to home. Kessler's really filled out his body to come up to 165 as well. Very compact.
Keslar 9-9 record this year. Had a big win over Mac Church at Virginia Tech. Big winner over Noel Mulvaney, Sammy Sasso.
Keslar keeps trying to look to punch in that left side underhook. Church doing a good job maintaining the distance of where he wants to wrestle. To steal some basketball terms here, think a lot about the pace and space of a match. Keslar wants to really grind this out in this underhook position. Church wrestles from space a bit more. Oh, he pops up double unders. Church rolls through. They go out of bounds. Nice job by Church to prevent that score.
Church 12-11 on the season. Beat Derek Fields at NC State twice.
Yeah, that was a huge win for them in that duel at the end of the year to kind of keep their momentum rolling as they took it to NC State.
Still no score. Yeah, the Hokies win over NC State, probably the #1 reason why the pundits have the Hokies in mind to break the streak of NC State this year.
Yeah, really set themselves up well for the tournament as well with their draws. A lot of #1 seeds. They don't really have holes in their lineup. Like we're going to end this period knotted up at 0.
Rhino, when you get in those finger locks, have you ever like broken a finger or had any issues with your hands?
A lot of us have, yeah. The broken finger, you'll see some guys who end up getting dislocated joints who will pop them back. Most of the time it's just scratches and it's an annoyance, but it definitely happens as people move through those. And that's been a point of emphasis really for the officials as well, to kind of get out of some of the interlocking fingers and try to take some of that stress away. And you know, the interlocking as well just slows down some of the match and the offense. And you'll even see guys show the official and kind of shake their hand as somebody grabs their fingers to try to cut that out.
So the first points coming here for Church. 5 seed with a 1-0 lead.
Kessler's really been the one pushing forward. We haven't seen much offense from Church. Keslar puts a little bit more pressure on, a little bit more offense. Could see them trying to get on Church.
.25 seconds remaining here in the second. Church with the 1-0 lead at 165, where again 5 AQs will come out of 165 from the ACC.
This
38 AQs, the second highest ever for the ACC.
Slow pace so far. Keslar does go underneath. Probably Church's best position. He won a lot of matches on top in high school with rides. As I say that, Keslar is immediately out in under 5 seconds. And the official does get on Church, as we had hinted at. Misdirection, low shot. Keslar getting to the shin whizzer. Try and kick out of this. Church should drag him back to the middle. That's what they're going to call Stalin for kicking out on the edge. Coach Roby's getting on Mac Church, wanting him to bring him back to the center more because of exactly that scenario, and we're still knotted up at 1.
See the headgear of Church falling off.
Oh, wardrobe malfunction. Looks like it might be broken. The strap completely came off of it.
Coach Roby now in his 8th season, 81-24. Coach Roby, if you remember, was the interim coach, took over for the departing coach late, and then went into NC State Reynolds Coliseum and led the Hokies to the ACC title in hostile territory, and he's kind of been rolling as well.
Yeah, he's an excellent coach, excellent recruiter. They put on a show for those guys, but underrated game planner, I would say. They are always ready to go at the national tournament. It feels like Virginia Tech always has guys that over-wrestle their seeds or roar through the backside, and it really speaks to their staff getting those guys ready.
Roby 32-9 in ACC matches. That's a pretty good record.
And he still looks like he could be out here wrestling.
Oh, yeah. I run from him. And the thing about it is, he's a delightful man as well.
Yeah. Yeah, both these guys, Coach Roby, Coach Gavin, both straight shooters. They'll give it to you if you ask them questions. We're in another 1-1 match late here, Dean.
25 seconds remaining. Riding time not a factor.
Both these guys do have a stalling call as well, which could be a factor.
Overtime looming. Speaking of looming, what will they face when the winner sees Mr. Garvin out of Stanford?
An All-American in the next round just after a grind of an overtime match. Hunter Garvin's a guy who attacks you from multiple different angles. He will throw people. He is not afraid to put himself at risk of giving up points to get big points. Really one of the more exciting guys we'll see in the tournament today.
Super exciting.
Mac Church is very familiar with overtime. He's had a number of overtime matches this year. Even had an overtime match in this building earlier in the season against Aiden Wallace. Another shot from Keslar. Keslar keeps putting himself out there. He's going to put some pressure on the officials. We say that Church takes a shot. Keslar with a nice go behind. Church rolls underneath, grabs an ankle, sits through. He's in good position here. Keslar now gets to his crotch lock. Church hooks the ankle. He's in great position to score this. Kessler's going to have to hip in, and he does.
Keslar beat Church in the regular season 5-1.
Church going under. He's in great position, and that's the three. Huge win for Virginia Tech in the team race to move Church on to the semifinals.
So Church will meet Garvin in the semifinals. Keslar will head down to consolation. Remember, with 5 at 165, still very much in it.
So Church drops his head under Kessler's knee, which makes it harder to kick out. Dives back under, controls that ankle, and secures his three. Huge win for the Hokies.
We'll stay with 165 here on mat 2 is Charlie Derricott, who wrestled for Rob